Hey guys, welcome back, and I have something that I want to talk about here. So, as a lot of you know, Project Resolve is right around the corner. We're only a couple of days away from it at this point. And obviously, there is a lot of weapon changes and buffs coming through into the game, such as the Eagle Bearer is getting 50 more RPM. All LMGs except for the blue screen and the iron lung are getting 20% weapon damage. The blue screen and the iron lung are only getting 10%. Every exotic, you're going to be able to roll damage to targets out of cover or whatever you want for the third attribute, and so on and so forth. There is a lot of buffs and changes coming into the game with Project Resolve, and that's great. And I understand the entire point of this update overall is to try to get a better hold on the code of the game and stuff, and they're trying to build a better foundation so that they can ensure higher quality updates in the future. This is all good things. However, one of the things is the Ravenous is being buffed, and that's good in a way, but at the same time, it also doesn't really matter, and that's what I want to talk about. So the Ravenous is being buffed by 10%. 10% weapon damage. So it is going to have 10% more weapon damage than it does in the current live game. So that's fairly significant for the Ravenous because it's a rifle. It already has high base damage and stuff like that. What I want to talk about is the Ravenous on console specifically. Because the Ravenous on console, for those of you who don't know, has a fire rate issue. Now this issue came into the game, it's been in the game for however long this game has been optimized. When the game got optimized for Xbox Series S and X and PS5, this is when this fire rate issue came in, and it's been in the game ever since. There's been a few people who have tried to report this issue to the devs. It never got through to them, so it's still to this day, this issue is a thing. And this is not, the damage is not why people don't use the Ravenous. Let me make that very clear. This has a very high potential DPS value and stuff. It has nothing to do with the damage. Now, part of it does have to deal with the talent, right? Because some people don't like the way the talent works, and that's fair. But a lot of it also has to do, especially with people that are playing on Series consoles and PS5, with this fire rate issue. Because this fire rate issue, from what I know, does not exist on PC, and I know for a fact that it doesn't exist on Xbox One and PS4, because that's where I used to play this game. And I used to use the Ravenous back then, and I don't use it anymore for this specific reason, is because of this fire rate issue. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to shoot the Ravenous, and I'm not going to stop pulling the trigger. I'm going to pull the trigger as fast as I can, and you'll see what I mean. So, as you can probably tell, it is very inconsistent in the fire rate. This is an issue that does not happen on last gen, and as far as I know, on PC. Now, I don't know for sure that it doesn't happen on PC, but as far as I know, it doesn't. So, let me see. Okay, you might be thinking, okay, well, maybe it's because you're not giving enough time in between pulling the trigger. So let's go to the Scorpio, and I'm going to do the same thing. And as you can see, the Scorpio fires the speed that it's supposed to with no problems whatsoever. And I am pulling the trigger as fast as I can repeatedly. I'm not buffering in between trigger pulls. I'm pulling it as fast as I can, and it's fine. So this is a issue that is specific not to single shot weapons, but to the Ravenous. Now, I do believe that the D50 also has this issue. I'm not 100% sure on that. I haven't done enough testing, but I do know the Ravenous 100% does have this issue. Now, I don't know what the fix is to this issue. I don't know how they fix it, and I'm hoping that maybe if enough people see this video, maybe we can try to push it out to the devs, make them know about this issue, and try to work on fixing it. The one thing that I can say is that obviously Project Resolve is right around the corner. Like, it's literally 2 days away as of recording this video. It's probably when this video is going to go up too. So it's literally 2 days away. I know that there's not enough time to fix the Ravenous before Project Resolve launches, obviously. But if we can manage to push this to the devs and they actually work on it, maybe we can see a fix for the Ravenous, maybe in like 20.1, 20.2, somewhere around there. I don't even know if they're ever going to see this video. This is an issue that for some reason a lot of people don't seem to be talking about. I know that there's a lot of people on console that just don't use this thing, like, ever. And like I said, there's a lot of that has to do with the talent, because there's a lot of people that just don't like the way the talent works. But for me, if this fire rate issue was fixed, this thing would immediately end up being put back into my arsenal. I have had this thing stashed pretty much ever since I switched console to the series console because of the fire rate issue. If it didn't have this fire rate issue, I would be using this thing a lot, even without Project Resolve, because I genuinely like the Ravenous, and I would like to use it more, but like I said, it's kind of hard to do that with its fire rate issues. So, I don't know. I'm just hoping that maybe something good can come from this. If not, it is what it is. I'm just hoping maybe in the maybe in the slightest chance they end up seeing this and put the Ravenous on their radar to be fixed. I guess we won't really know until we get some Trello board known issue updates. So I guess it kind of just is what it is for now. Very disappointed about the Ravenous, because they didn't say anything about its fire rate in the patch notes either. There is a chance that they do know about this issue and they have fixed it with Project Resolve. However, I do think that chance is pretty slim overall, especially since they didn't even say anything about it in the patch notes for the Ravenous and stuff. They were just talking about its damage buff. So, we'll see. That's about all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you see you in the next video. I'm out. Peace. Alright, guys.